Hello everyone, it is Monday and it is also Halloween. I'm Bonnie being Bonnie and this is Prompt Coffee, Brunch Writing Bunch. This is going to be a very exciting week. Monday is our last day to kind of take deep breaths and relax because Halloween, October 31st, means NaNoWriMo starts tomorrow, day one. Who's ready for NaNoWriMo? I'm ready. I'm prepped, I'm outlined and raring to go. Kind of taking it easy this week, catching up on everything else to make the week much nicer. Going to use the sprints today to continue to prep for NaNoWriMo. If you're not ready, now is the time to get a little organized and get going. We are going to start the first sprint of the day with a 15-minute warm-up sprint just to kind of get your documents open, grab your coffee, get some water, maybe get some nice Halloween candy to snack on while you're working. I'm going to work on finishing up a few things and just continuing to get ready for NaNoWriMo. Feel free to leave in the chat what you're working on today, and if you're all ready for NaNoWriMo, if you're participating. And again, happy Halloween. I will get the first timer up and we can get going. First timer is 15 minutes. I'm going to add that right up there and just take a few moments to stretch, get your coffee, get your water, and get your documents open. It is Monday. We are going to have a productive week and NaNoWriMo starts tomorrow. So I'm going to get the timer right going and the first sprint, 15 minutes. Let's get our stuff open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Monday. Sorry about that. I had a phone call ringing up on my computer here. And so let me know how you did on your first sprint. And Rosalind Sterling, hello. Hi, I was searching for sprints and found this. Love the Halloween theme. Wonderful. Thank you. Again, getting ready for NaNoWriMo, which starts tomorrow, which is very exciting to me because I only participate in November NaNoWriMo. I don't participate in the camps. And so I really like NaNoWriMo a lot because it lets me see my skills show with the new manuscript. And I am editing some other stuff. This year's NaNoWriMo project with me is going to be a story about a woman, and the character's name is Gina. And she is actually going through a separation, and she is planning this trip with a couple other vloggers. And they're going on this travel trip together, a group with a tour guide. And not only does she have dilemmas because of the separation, but she also has dilemmas with some of her traveling companions and the tour guide, who definitely has it out for her. And so she has a lot of dilemmas. Some of the characters' names that I chose in my story currently for NaNoWriMo, Gina is the main character. Her travel companions are Corinne and Soraya. Her the main antagonist in the beginning, his name is Grant, and there's a couple other things. So I am working on that. I have quite a bit, and so if you want to check more out about the story that I'm currently working on, you can catch my story playlist, Gina Into the Wild. And I can put the link in the description. Also, let's get today's word of wisdom. Today is October 31st. If you want people to improve, let them hear the nice things you say about them to others. And that is important to encourage other people to continue on their writing journey, because writing can be difficult and it is a learning curve. And there's a lot of different things you need to learn to be a good writer. And even if you don't know all the rules of writing and all the different things, you can learn and grow and get better. And that's what I'm here doing. I am still adding a few little notes into my story outline for NaNoWriMo, which I'm super excited. Tomorrow I will be streaming at 11 a.m. day 1 in Nano. I hope you join me for writing sprints and we can get moving and move forward. So today's first prompt, Preptober prompt, is what does your character desire the most out of their situation? That is Preptober prompt 1 for this stream. And I'm going to get the second timer set up. It looks like it's a little bit of a quiet day. If you're catching this on the replay, what does your character desire most out of their situation? And we are going to get sprint 2 up and going. Took me a moment here. Let's see. A 20-minute timer. We will use let's use Laura Nettles' 20-minute pumpkin timer. So I will take care of that. Just take a second here. Sorry about that. And here we go. I wasn't ready. And we're going to do another 20-minute timer. This is a timer by Laura Nettles. And if you haven't checked her out, she is an amazing artist and writer of horror. Uh, she does have a lot of work coming out. So be sure to check Laura out. And if you're looking for a timer, she has some wonderful ones. We're going to get started again in 20 minutes of productivity. Good luck. Welcome back, everyone. How'd you do on that sprint? I did pretty good. I'm still working on some nano prep. Maybe I'll share a little bit of just some of the notes that I'm making towards the story. So my story is called Gina's Search and Into the Wild. And here's just a little bit of notes I wrote before Nano. Gina just wanted to know what love felt like. She wasn't even sure she knew what it was anymore. After her parents died in a plane crash, Gina was adopted by her aunt. She never really saw her more than 2 or 3 times before she moved in and was adopted. Kind of a secretive woman who didn't trust the outside world. Gina thought she was a recluse, or maybe just too stuck up to mix with the common man. She seemed to have a germ phobia, and even though she was rich, rarely spent money on anything extravagant. Gina dreamed of the perfect little family, the perfect little house with the perfect husband. All seemed fine for 3 years, and then the entire relationship came crashing down. Grant stayed out later and later till late nights became a brunch time stroll in. He always said he was entertaining clients, but Gina knew at this point he was the client. No business professionals partied all night. But then again, Gina never dealt with high rollers like Grant did, always making big deals and even bigger hassles for the assistants he said he couldn't live without. They followed him everywhere. His word was like that of a dictator, strict and no room for disagreement. They were his peons, bodyguards, and henchmen, all rolled into a close-knit force to be reckoned with. Gina never knew how deep Grant was into questionable activities. He never told her anything. He shoved money in her face and said, "I love you," so casually Gina was sick of hearing it. It meant nothing to her anymore. The fairy tale spell had worn off and Gina wanted out. In the opening setting, in the city, a decent sized apartment, husband lawyer, Gina writer and vlogger who dreams of being a travel writer and aches to see the Amazon rainforest. City with a desire to go to remote places in the world. She wants to get outside her normal routine and adventure with like minded people. The divorce was the perfect excuse to live out her desires of being a full time travel writer. She blogged and vlogged about her local trips to the market, museums, special festivals, but really desired to see the world outside of this city. Now that this city that now seems too small to hold her and Grant. And Grant, while his connections were established and many, he always knew at least 1 or 2 people everywhere they went. Everyone loved him, but they didn't have to live with him. Grant was one of those guys who always got what they wanted, no matter the situation or how many times you said no. Gina was seen as a possession to be used and played with more than an equal partner, a trophy wife, a person with a degree and not using it. Grant preferred it that way. He always had the upper hand because he worked. Every time Gina would mention working, Grant brushed her aside and laughed. "No wife of mine needs to work. What would that make me look like?" Gina just nodded and returned to her little office sanctuary. Uh, Gina takes along 2 women with common traveling through places where the past hasn't caught up with technology and the simple life may be harder than Gina had anticipated. Gina takes along 2 women with common interests. She's been associating with them online in vlogging group chats and feels she knows them well and have become friends. Little does she know they are out to crush her and eliminate her from the travel vlogging competition and have teamed up with the travel guide to take her out. Soraya and Corinne would do everything they could to sabotage Gina's success over their own. I won't read that line. Any I'm gonna skip some of this because I don't want to give spoilers. This trip was a trip that required stamina and strength, none of which either women possessed. This trip was shaping up to be the worse than real life when all Gina wanted to do was escape and have a little fun. Gina got onto this wild ride with these women and was wishing she could get off after the first night. Corinne and Soraya were no friends, plotting in the darkness, and Gina only trying to make the best of the situation at hand. After all the money had been spent on fees and preparation, this would be the tumultuous blogging trip Gina had never prepared for. But no one realized Gina had the strength, even if she did start the trip off overcompensating due to the excitement and anticipation that had built up over the last 8 months of planning and booking. Contacting her personal travel guide and making all the arrangements with these two other women. Gina hoped for the best and got exactly the opposite in return. The agenda was clear after a few hours. There were no deep connections being formed, and Gina had been played for a fool. Grant was always deceptive. Him leaving Gina alone was a wishful thought. He wanted her out of his life, and that meant disposing of her and everything she loved. Vindictive, narcissistic schemer. He thought his plans were intelligent. They were always secret plans, often to deceive others. He's a schemer, always finds a way of getting what he wants. Grant was cold and calculated and always found a way, illegal or not. His family was notorious for accidents happening to their enemies. So that's just a little bit of some of my story that I'm working on for Nano, just to kind of give you an idea. If you join me for Nano tomorrow, we will be doing 20-minute sprints tomorrow for the first day in Nano. I do hope you'll join me at 11 o'clock. I am going to carry on. I'm going to get this to the right time here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I got the timer ready. Usually have them ready a little bit faster. I wanted to share a little bit of my Nano project with you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And it looks like just Eva had popped in. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a witch right now, but don't make me, if I can fix it, turn into the devil, right? My horns are a little off, huh? That's what happens when you put a hat on. But all right, I'm going to continue. SD Houston popped in and says she'll be lurking. Wonderful. Look forward to all your streams, Shannon. And I'm glad you came. Happy Halloween. So Preptober prompt 2 for today. What is your character's personality like? How would others describe your character? Let me know in the chat what you're thinking and what you're working on. I'm going to get the next 20-minute timer up. And I believe we'll be doing one more after that. Just checking my paper here, moving right along. And I think this sprint, I may be making a Nano checklist, trying to move away because I'm writing a lot of words in this outline document. And I think that's just because I am raring to go for Nano. I have not been writing much this last week besides outline notes and things like that. I still haven't set up my Nano board that I thought I was going to have time to do this week, and I didn't. So I will be trying to get that done tonight before Nano starts tomorrow for my outline board as I move along. And setting up some other things to help me be motivated to finish Nano. I hope you're doing that also. And I'm going to get the next timer up, 20-minute timer here. So this is a spooky Halloween timer. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to do another 20-minute sprint. And I'm going to do a little stretch break for a few moments. So we're going to get going right now. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you did well on that sprint. I'm moving right along. I feel super productive today, super ready for Nano, super excited for all that Nano's going to bring, and can't wait to see how my skills have developed over the last year since the last Nano. Like I've told you before in other streams, this is my third time ever doing Nano. And the first two times I didn't make the 50,000 in the 1 month. Last Nano, it took me almost a week to finish over 50,000. So this year, this Nano, I am determined to do the 50,000 within Nano. So I'm going to be pushing along, trying to stay motivated, trying to stay positive. I hope you will too. Today's brunch time snack. If you haven't gotten something to eat, make sure it's important. I know sometimes as writers, we get sitting in our office or at our desk or wherever we are, and we get so engrossed in what we're doing that sometimes we forget to eat, or at least I do. And Monday helps me start the day right. So I'm glad you joined me for brunch, writing brunch, prompt coffee. Today's brunch time snack for me is a bagel with cream cheese and some berry V8 splash. Taking it easy today, nothing extravagant. Just something to keep me energized, to keep me moving. I believe we're gonna try to get 2 more sprints in possibly before 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, make sure you check out the Dawdling Writer, who streams most days during the week at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check Dawdling Writer out. And let's see. So, Preptober prompt 2 was, what is your character's personality like? How would others describe your character? I hope that's something you thought about and are contemplating, because that's a nice perspective to take. I'm going to share a little bit more of what I was working on for my Nano project tomorrow. Just some notes, and I'm not going to give the last name. But the first name of this character is Bart. I'm not going to give the last name. He's the travel guide. He's a mutual friend of Gina and Grant. He attempts to take Gina out so Grant doesn't have to put out in the divorce. He concocts a plan to kill Gina once they reach the Amazon rainforest. In return, let me rephrase that because I don't want to give that. Will Bart die of his own lack of survival skills? Will Gina get away? Her mind broken and bruised, an emotional wreck, Gina crawls out and pulls herself up to find help. Travels deeper into the Amazon, gets lost deeper and deeper in the jungle with only her packed and limited supplies. Cameras and battery packs, SIM cards, mic. Gina records her desperate journey into the wild. Crawling on her hands and knees, climbing trees to try and locate some kind of civilization. Welcome to the jungle, Gina. It's a brutal place. All the luxuries of the city far behind her. The adventure she wanted seemed to be all the more treacherous than she could ever have imagined. Gina, the minority in a strange new land where the language was sure to be a barrier without a guide. The guide was an imposter anyways, and Gina had no clue of what became of Bart after he shot at her and pushed her down an embankment and almost off a steep cliff. Gina laid passed out, and Bart didn't even attempt to retrieve her body. Left for dead, Gina came to consciousness, dazed and confused, cold, bloody, and battered. She never knew this much pain before or loneliness. Gina's loneliness in the city couldn't compare to the experience she was now having. Separated from the group and guide, Bart had arranged for them to have extra sightseeing stops along the way, away from the rest of the larger group, meeting up, then dispersing at different parts of the tour. Gina thought she had an exclusive advantage of having Bart there. At least that's what Bart coerced Gina into believing. It was all a setup. So that's just a little bit about one of the characters in my Nano writing project tomorrow that I've been preparing. And I'm pretty excited to get going. So I have the story worked out, and I'm hoping I have a smooth flow throughout Nano. I hope you're doing the things to help you keep from getting writer's block in the month of November. So if you have any quick hints, tips, tricks, go ahead. Feel free to leave those in the chat. If you'd like to share some of your own work, feel free to leave your last line in the chat, and I'd love to share it with everyone. I'm going to move on to the third sprint of the day. And Preptober prompt 3, the main dilemma. What is a worst case scenario for your character's dilemma? Sometimes it's good to think of the very worst case scenario of your character and worst things that can happen, and back it up a little bit. And that's what I like to do. I like to think of my character's worst thing that could possibly happen and then maybe walk it back a little bit and make changes from there. So I hope you're ready. We are going to get the fourth sprint going today. And I hope you're productive. Thank you for joining me. Brunch Writing Bunch. We're going to write for 20 more minutes. And then it'll be getting close to 1 o'clock where the dawdling writer will be doing sprints. So let's get going. 20-minute timer. Do what you need to do. Bathroom stretch. Get a drink. Get something to eat. Get your document open, or just simply take deep breaths and prepare for Nano. Whatever it is that you want to do to be productive. And we'll get going. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you did well on that sprint. I'm moving right along and feeling super productive and ready for Nano. During that sprint, you can't see from there, but I actually wrote my working chapter titles on these, and I'm going to make me a little Nano board. That way I can put them on for each chapter, and then I can put little notes under each one. So I'm probably going to work on that during the last sprint, setting the Nano board up. And that's what I'm going to be working on, along with, sorry, phone call, along with finishing up my brunch time snack. So being productive, moving along. I did put in the comments the Authortube streaming playlist. This is the Authortube streamer playlist by Cat Leo and some other Authortubers. Please forgive me, I forgot who else was involved in the creation of this. But this is a streaming list since Devin has not been back on, where you can access and find a lot of the other Authortubers that do sprints and streaming if you're interested. Become part of the community and enjoy writing together. So thank you for joining me, and I always appreciate it when people show up to be productive with me, and I love to encourage other people to keep writing and don't get discouraged. I write because I enjoy writing. I actually have quite an addiction to writing. I write constantly, and I'm hoping someday to publish a book, and that would be my goal in overall. And until then, I'm just going to continue building my skills. And I hope you are too, learning about more writing. I think we have one time for one more sprint. And then hopefully, I did see a message that Dawdling Writer had put up that they were having internet issues. So, Jules, I hope that was fixed. And I hope you're streaming at 1. I'm going to continue to work on Nano projects after this stream and hang out in a few of the other sprints and see what's going on. So let's make sure we did 3 prompts today. So wonderful. If you did the prompts, I hope that helped you. And I think I can get one more 20-minute sprint of productivity in. After prompt coffee, brunch writing bunch, I believe Dawdling Writer again is on. If not, I'm sure there are plenty other streamers. Nano is going to be so saturated with live streams. You should be able to find write with pretty much any time of the day, maybe even the night if you're a night writer. Let me know in the chat or in the comments if you would enjoy some pop-up late night writing sprints during Nano. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. I love to write at night, and I do a lot of writing at night. So let me know in the chat if you would like to see any pop-up writing sprints. We're going to do our last sprint of the day for me, and then you can definitely check out some of the other streamers, which would be great. So we're going to get going. This is a Halloween timer here. And we're going to write for 20 more minutes of productivity. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, same time as Brunch Writing Bunch, prompt coffee. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you want to know when I'm here to sprint live with you. So I hope we can write together. Let's write together and be productive writing our stories. And good luck for Nano. We're going to get going. Stretch, snack, whatever you need to do. And I'm going to spend this sprint, like I said, eating and setting up my Nano board. So happy sprinting, everyone. Here we go. Last sprint of the day. And let's be productive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Well, I hope everyone did well on that sprint. I actually got my Nano board set up with my working chapter titles for each chapter that I outlined and am ready to go. And so I have that all set. And I also went back through and I highlighted some stuff in my document that I wanted to stand out, make notes, highlighted certain characters with one color, some stuff for the setting with another, and then going back through and just organizing things. And that is it for the day. I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Bonnie being Bonnie, and this is Brunch Writing Bunch Prompt Coffee, streaming every Monday at 11 a.m. to help you get your writing week started. I hope you'll join me next week during NaNoWriMo. And tomorrow will be 11 o'clock sprint for the first day of NaNoWriMo. So I hope you join me tomorrow at 11 a.m. to get your Nano started off right. Until I see you again tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications for all the pop-up streams coming in November for NaNoWriMo. And I'll catch you over on the Dawdling Writers channel, who is streaming right now. You have a great day. Bye. Oh my gosh, a little premature. I do want to say thank you for showing up to Paget Farmer. Happy Halloween. And Heather Dewey Pettit. And thank you, SD Houston, about the bots. And again, see you at the Dawdling Writer. I can get it together today. Have a great, happy Halloween.